another bass guitar review. Today I've got my Fender Jazz Bass made in Mexico 2007 Special Edition Jazz Bass that I've had since 2008. It is a 2007 made in Mexico. I have made quite a few upgrades, modifications to this thing. First off, I swapped out the stock bridge for a KickAss Hipshot, made by Hipshot bridge. As you can see, it's a high mass bridge with brass saddles. Comes with 6 brass saddles. I have 4 of them on here. I also bought from eBay, I believe it was. Someone was selling 4 stainless steel saddles. No, there were 6 of them. So I bought those off eBay, and I'll have all the links to where I bought all these in the description down below. So the Hipshot bridge I bought, I can't even remember. I believe it was off eBay. It was about 50, 60 bucks, less than 60 bucks off of eBay. You don't have to get it off eBay. They sell them off their website. You can get them on Amazon. Any music store, I'm sure, sells them. Most of them. Most music stores, I believe. The second thing I bought was I upgraded the stock pickups to Seymour Duncan quarter-pound SBJ3, I believe is what they're called. They have the bigger pole pieces, as you can tell. So I feel like these give it some more grit. It's supposed to add more output to the sound. You can go to the Seymour Duncan website. They make great pickups for guitars, basses, just great products. When I bought the pickups, there was a version that I don't believe they have currently, so I bought them together as a package. This is a 62 control plate. The difference between this and a standard control plate is there's 4 concentric knobs. So there's 4 potentiometers on here. 2 volume, 2 tone. These 2 control the neck pickup. These 2 control the bridge pickup. So you have a separate tone control for the bridge and the neck pickups. Whereas the stock pickups have 1 tone knob that control the tone for both pickups. Next up, what we've got right here is a pickup chrome plate cover. I got this because I thought it looked cool. That's pretty much it. I thought it looked pretty decent. I've seen pictures of pickup covers on jazz basses, precision basses, and I did want to get actually the big honker with the F logo, Fender F logo over here, which goes just below, it covers the whole bridge, just below the bridge pickup. However, as I was looking around into buying one of those, I realized that this bridge, this new Hipshot bridge, is too big. The cover would not fit over it. So I decided not to get it. Besides, I like getting some tones out of this position, this plucking position, down here by the bridge, even slightly a little lower than that. So moving on to the back, the neck plate cover, the neck cover plate, whatever this is called, that joins the bridge, or the body and the neck. I got an F style Fender logo plate. I bought this off eBay, I know that, for 10 bucks. I just thought it looked pretty cool. They have the kind that says Fender, you know, the American style looking plates. But I decided to get this one because I saw most 70s style jazz basses, which I love the style of the 70s jazz basses. So now moving up the neck to the nut, I replaced the crappier plastic nut, whatever it's made out of. I'm sure it's plastic, the standard one that comes with. I got a bone nut. This one I got off of eBay. It was pretty cheap, but once I replaced that, I feel like it made the strings sound a little more clear, a little more clean. Most guitars that you buy on a budget come with the cheaper products, of course. The tuners are cheaper metal. The nut is plastic mostly. You get cheaper parts. The potentiometers aren't as good, but I feel like these potentiometers are really good. They're CTS. Those are pretty good brand potentiometers. Seymour Duncan is a great brand. Hipshot is a wonderful brand as well. One thing I do want to upgrade on this bass is the tuners. I've looked, they're more than 50. They're less than $100, but for a whole set, I feel like I don't really need them yet. These are still pretty good tuners. They're the vintage style tuners. Cosmetic, but I felt like it made it feel or look nicer than it first did. So when I first got this bass, as you can tell on the backside of the headstock, the wood was unfinished. So the neck has a nice finish on it, actually. I really like this finish. It's not quite a clear gloss finish. It's more of a satin finish. Feels great, but once you got to the headstock, they didn't do anything to it. They just put like a sealant or something, and the wood color was a lot lighter than this on both sides of the headstock. So what I did was I can't even remember now, I believe I put the Danish oil on here. So I took off the frets, or the tuners. I put the Danish oil finish on it, which gave it a little bit of color to it. I replaced the logo. So the whole decal, what I did was I sanded it down with sandpaper. All the logo, the Fender, the jazz bass, minus the serial number, of course, because I wanted, in case I ever sold in the future, or if I ever wanted to reference the serial number, I wanted it to be there. And then I bought a water slide logo off of eBay. I believe it was somewhere around $10, now that I think about it. $10, $12, somewhere around there. Yeah, that's right. So you can find those on eBay. I haven't found any of them on Amazon, because I was looking for one again, because the thing is, when I first put the water slide, I didn't do it right. So what you're supposed to do is you peel off the sticker. It's a really thin film sticker. You're supposed to put it in water and then place it on top. Let it dry, and it'll stay on there. What I did was I peeled it off, stuck it on the headstock, and then I put water on it, which, stupid me, shouldn't have done that, because after a bit, I actually noticed that part of the edge of the sticker was kind of separating from the headstock. So I did this back in 2018 is when I did all these upgrades. So just recently, about a few weeks ago, I was looking for another water slide decal to put on here, because I actually ripped it off. So I ripped it off just far enough for the Fender, and as you can tell, I didn't put the Danish oil finish on there before I did that. I thought the clear gloss coat, the clear gloss finish would cover it. I didn't remember how I did it back 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So what I did was I bought another one off of eBay. I did it on this time the right way. And both times when I put the first decal and this time around, I put a clear gloss finish on it that I got off of Home Depot. So that I brushed on, I let it dry, I sanded it down with, I can't remember the grit of sandpaper. It was really, really fine grit sandpaper, and then steel wool. And then I polished it with some fabric. So what I did was I just did this front face of the headstock. This time around when I redid it, I did the sides and the back. So I feel like it looks a lot nicer now. I mean, it's not the most perfect thing, but I feel like it looks a whole lot better. So this is what I've got. The control plate. It's supposed to, I've read that it's supposed to make the output is not as strong as it is on the 3-knob control plate. I don't know. I really didn't notice a huge difference. Mostly I just liked how it looked, you know. First of all, Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, he has a jazz bass with this concentric knobs. So when I first saw it, I was like, what the heck is that? Why does he only have 2 knobs? Which I didn't realize was 4 knobs. So I looked into that, and that's why I decided to get this. Actually, when I bought it, if you see in the description, it looks like it's different than the one that I got, but it's actually the same, because the tone knobs were actually chrome color. What I decided to do, because I'm crazy, is that I took apart these knobs and spray painted the tone ones black, because all the pictures I've seen on the internet from Flea's bass is that the tone knobs are black. So I bought at Home Depot a cheap can of spray paint and just spray painted it, and I think it looks pretty nice. Yeah, so I just did that for cosmetic reasons. So going back to the bridge, looking back, so Fender makes high mass bridges actually, which I didn't know back when I bought this Hipshot bridge. Looking back, I would actually probably have bought the Fender one, not because I think Fender makes better products. This is a great bridge, but I kind of like things to match. So the ones that they sell, they say Fender on it. Some of them don't actually, but the one that I saw does say Fender on it, which would look cool. It's a little more round, not as square as this Hipshot one. But now that I did buy this bridge, I do love it because of the brass saddles. Now, I didn't mention that the brass saddles, I looked up online, I've seen and read that the bridge saddles have actually a mellower sound than the stainless steel ones. So that's why I bought the stainless steel saddles online, is because I wanted that brighter sound. That's why I love this Hipshot bridge. I can have brass saddles or the stainless steel saddles, which reminds me, I need to make a video comparing the two, the bridge saddles and the brass saddles. So watch for that. Forgot to mention is that this chrome cover does, I thought it was going to get in the way at first of slapping, but you can actually rest your palm on here rather nicely. It kind of helps for slapping, which is pretty cool. Anyway, until next time, rock on. Peace out.